I welcome you all on behalf of Progressive Literary and Cultural Society. Today is a new beginning for us. We are starting a series of life and work of well-known authors, as well as to the for the new authors. Our purpose is to promote literature and culture and make it accessible and reachable to all the corners of the world. We are starting our celebration of life and work series from a very special person. She is a veterinarian doctor by profession, and she has the soul of an artist and a poet. So we are starting this series with Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Paul, but with love we call her Dr. Sanju Paul. Actually, not only we, but she is known as Dr. Sanju Paul among all her fans and friends in her region, and she lives in a very beautiful state, Himachal Pradesh. So she is very lovely. She has a very lovely personality, just like our Himachal Pradesh, and her smile can make your day as beautiful as our Himachal Pradesh. I don't know if there is any field that she has not explored now. She writes poems, she does painting, she clicks beautiful pictures, she is an editor of some reputed journals. She is founder of a Facebook page called Poetry Planet, where they promote literature and authors. She has been involved in various projects of literary and as well as scientific temperaments, ranging from very local up to the global ones. She is a painter and she has developed an artistic technique of carved and washed paintings using discard PVC sheets as canvas. Actually, I had PPT to show all these paintings and pictures. Maybe I got some issues, so maybe I'll just be presenting later on, where you can see some of the glimpse of her paintings and pictures and some of her works. So just excuse for that. And also recently she has done a short film Catharsis. It has been released on YouTube, and it's based on an artist's journey where you can I think I have watched this movie already, and it's a beautiful journey of an artist from conflict of expressions and experiences. She's often invited by Indonesian schools and colleges to deliver lectures. She has visited Indonesia twice in poetry festivals. And if I talk about her achievements, her poetry was also used in the curriculum of Satyawakana University, Indonesia. And also, I would like to mention one more thing, that one of her poems called Flower has been selected in Himachal Pradesh Board school syllabus. That's a great achievement for any poet in her life or in his life. And there is one more thing for her success, and a beautiful thing I would say for a author and a poet, that her one of I actually don't remember his name, but a very reputed and very well known English professor has written a poetry about her. So we will be going through all these things. We'll be talking about all these things: her aspirations for poetry, her longings for paintings and photography, and all these things with Dr. Shaminaz and Dr. Manisha Singh in the conversation with Dr. Sanju Paul. So let's welcome Dr. Sanju Paul. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome to the board.
Thank, thank you, Manju. I welcome all our viewers around the world. So, as Manju has told us, Dr. Sanju is a versatile genius. She is a doctor by profession, but she is a poet, painter, uh, photographer, and recently she has produced a small short movie, Catharsis. So we'll be talking with her. As a person, she is very jovial, very supportive. So, ma'am, we welcome you in our Progressive Literary and Cultural Society Even Life and Work series. So, first of all, I would ask you, you're a doctor, poet and painter, as well as a film producer. How do you sum up yourself?
Shahnaz, Manju, and Manisha for having me here. Thank you very much. To be more specific, I am a veterinary doctor by profession, and as a professional, I feel I am a systematic, organized, and kind of stubborn professional. But when it comes to poetry or art, I'm exactly the opposite, very unsystematic, highly disorganized, and if I talk of films, I have just done a single short film, so I can't say I'm a filmmaker. But yes, yeah, I'll try to do something, which is my passion also. This poetry, art, and films, everything. But I don't know how much successful I would be in future. But I hope to do something.
The second question, my
Yeah,
friend.
maybe, ma'am, or sequence of your film.
So I have my friend
Yes,
Manisha,
ma'am.
Dr. Manisha Singh. We two will be taking our interview now. Dr. Manisha Singh, your question.
Yes, ma'am. So looking forward to have more of your film. So,
I can't hear
yeah.
anything.
Uh, I'm asking Hannah. When did you first publish your poem? What was the reaction of your family and friend? Do you, uh, what means when you have first published your poem? What was the reaction of your family and friend?
Actually, it was during somewhere in 2006 when I wrote poetry, and it was a poem on human-animal conflict actually, and it was published in booklet from Zoo Outreach Organization, which was sponsored by some wildlife organizations, and it was a small poem dealing with the monkey menace, and it was adapted to rap by Sally Walker. But actually, I don't know what was the reaction of the readers on that poem. But I wrote my second poem, Flowers, and I got very appreciative reactions for that poem, and it is now in the school curriculum of our state also. So I can't say anything about my first poem actually, the readers' reactions and all, because I didn't get them. The booklets were circulated somewhere in the South India or out of my state, so I can't actually. I'm sorry, I don't know.
So next question will be taken by Dr. Manisha Singh.
Ma'am, did you get support from your family in pursuing your dreams, especially from your husband?
Absolutely, all the support from my husband, my parents, my in-laws, everybody supported.
That's great, ma'am.
Because if you get support from family,
And
uh,
what, ma'am?
then it is very then you are able to establish yourself. So are your poem theme based? What are the theme which you prefer to write in your um poems?
Actually, my poetry is very random kind of thing. It's not theme based. Whatever spontaneously comes into mind, I have written that only. So I can't say it is based on a specific theme. Just a random kind of exploration and experimental poems. More of the experimental poetry is there in my work. Even the art is also experimental.
Ma'am, which is your favorite poem? Can you tell us something about it?
Yes, my favorite poem is by Robert Frost, and it is The Road Not Taken.
Oh, very good.
Okay, that's a very inspiring poem,
Hmm.
ma'am.
So
Yeah.
what is poetry for you? Like Wordsworth say.
Poetry for me.
Huh.
Poetry for me is a blessing, a tool, a weapon, a healing device. Poetry, I think poetry is life for me.
Very good.
I feel rejuvenated whenever I am doing something about poetry, whether reading poetry or writing poetry, listening to somebody. So it's a blessing.
That's so true, ma'am. That's really awesome. I mean, when you write poetry, you just feel like you're exploring all the fields of emotions and experiences together, isn't it?
Yeah, it takes all my stress away. It's very healing also,
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
also a
I
weapon.
agree.
It's also a tool. whatever you cannot say directly, or you can express by poems.
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am.
It is stress reliever.
How do you manage to do so many multi-dimensional tasks together?
Actually, Shamina's the tasks manage me. I suppose I am not that systematic and kind of a good manager at all. So
But still, we
We
want
have
to hear
visited
something.
Indonesia. Okay, okay. Continue, Shamanaz.
Ma'am, still we want to ask the Guru month behind your multi-dimensional task. Guru month, any Guru month. You means you are a doctor also, and you have full-time job. Then you do painting. Then you do photography. You write poem. You are producing film. How do you do all these things? How do you get time?
how do I can't say I'm doing many things together.
Hmm.
Sometimes it all depends upon the time when you're free. Mostly evenings are free, so you take time to do things. But one thing I would like to mention that my dealing with the animals during my profession, their eyes full of pain, full of emotions, they have created something inside me which I think which has changed my perspective to see the world. So this is something which contributes to my art and poetry because they are so selfless beings, speechless beings. So I can that connection I think helps me.
Dr. Shamina?
You have visited Indonesia several
Yeah,
times.
continue, please.
How would you draw comparison or contrast between the literary circle of India and Indonesia?
Actually, not several times, but I have visited in Indonesia twice actually.
Hmm.
And about the literary circles, I would say I find almost similar kind of people, similar kind of connections, and similar kind of emotions. The objectives are also similar. I don't find any difference actually, Shamin. As for me, it's almost same. Not only Indonesia, I have met poets and artists from many countries, and I think a same kind of zeal, a same kind of restlessness is there with everybody. A same kind of conflict. They want the same kind of expression. So I don't find much difference, Shaminas. I think, to be honest.
Next question will
But
be asked by
only
Dr.
difference,
Manish.
but only difference I find between the two circles is that Indonesians know so much about the Indian literature and Indian history and Indian culture. But we in India, I think we do not know that much. So they know India well, and they greet Indians and they welcome Indians and they love Indians. That is the beautiful thing that I see in Indonesia. Everybody likes Bollywood films. Everybody likes Lata Mangeshkar. You know, and when you are there in the streets, you can see people playing music, flutes with the Indian music. So that is some kind of magic that I see there. In India, we don't
Yes,
choose
ma'am.
such
We are
kind of
having a
people.
So that means you feel
we are
like
having a rich
India,
culture.
in a small India there.
Yes, I feel like there is a not small India, but there is so much of India in Indonesia, and that's so beautiful. I tell you,
Wow, that's amazing, ma'am.
you can see the
Just
kind
like
of Indian living Indian culture over there.
just like the name, India and Indonesia are also similar sounding.
Yes, yes, there are many temples around.
The culture of India is considered as very secular, I guess. Uh,
Same is with Indonesia actually. They are also a secular country with many religions. The difference is that we are a Hindu majority country and they are a Muslim majority country.
I heard that it is a country with 1700 island.
I
1700.
don't know the exact number, but yes, there are many islands. I can't tell you the number because I haven't seen whole of Indonesia, so I'm not sure about. But yes, there are many islands. I have also visited a very small island. I visited and I was very happy to see a small library there.
So, Dr. Manisha?
Yes, ma'am. So coming to our next question, you are the founding member of. Poetry Planet, ma'am. What was the objective behind it? Can
Actually,
you
the
hear me,
object.
ma'am? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Actually, the main objective is poetry. I was actually connected to Indonesia through poetry only because there were people who were, there were teachers who were teaching my poetry in the curriculum, and there were students who were reading it. So it was way back in, I think, 2010 or 11. So what happened that they had some 13 number of poets in their curriculum, and perhaps I was the only poet who was alive and active on Facebook. So their teachers
Ma'am, can you
had an effort to connect to their students, to their classroom, because it was an kind of unusual type of connection, and people were exploring the internet. It was very new. So they did it on, then they continued this tradition. So that is when I came into contact with them. And when I last went to Indonesia, I think 2 years back, so then we founded this poetry planet just to stay connected and do more activities kind of things. So mainly poetry is the reason we founded it. And it is more a kind of mental faculty, I think, this poetry planet, rather than a physical thing.
So in future you will be doing any event of Poetry Planet?
I hope so. Let COVID go.
Recently you have made a short movie Catharsis. Tell us about that.
Catharsis is basically a movie that is based on the psychology of an artist. Actually, it is an artist, the journey of an artist from conflict to expression. How an artist undergoes different kinds of conflicts, and then he tries to resolve all this through his expression, through his arts, paintings, or he's actually the character in my film is a female. So how she works on her conflicts, and how she finds a kind of solace or peace, and the catharsis happens to her through the work of arts, through her pen, through her pencil, through her this brush on the canvas. So that is.
We hope to show Catharsis in our show also someday. We want you to show Catharsis in our show also someday. We can have a workshop on her.
Sure, I'll be thankful to you. I'll be glad. It is actually a very abstract kind of film. It's not a very direct kind of thing.
coming to the next question, ma'am? What is your experience about the COVID-19 pandemic?
COVID
Like,
9 pandemic.
yeah, it's still influencing us.
It's a disaster, Manisha. It's a disaster.
Yes.
It's a disaster, and it's actually an eye opener too in terms of environmental issues and the issues of our disease prevention and control protocols. So it is an eye opener, and we all should stay cautious. Yesterday, I lost one of my childhood classmate and friend to COVID 19, and it's very frustrating also. Very tough
Very
time.
tough.
Scary times, actually. We should be cautious.
Ma'am, one more question I want to ask about Catharsis. Catharsis is basically associated with Aristotle. Do you admire Aristotle criticism?
Aristotle's criticism. Who does not admire? I admire very much, actually. Because had the Aristotle not objected or criticized Plato's Republic, what would have been the vision for the poets all around the world? So I think it's a major contribution to the field of poetry, is poetics. So I admire.
Actually, Plato has charged poet that a poet are liar. They create imaginary world. So this is a charge with since Aristotle and now all the poet are trying to give excuse, but it will go on till the end. So next question, Dr. Manisha.
And nowadays, we see a revolution in the field of poetry through social media. What is your opinion regarding this?
Actually, poetry through social media, there is a kind of flood of poetry, and in this flood,
Yes.
there are many things coming out, very refined things, very sophisticated things. very wanted and unwanted poetry also, but it's good. We are creating the civilization of poetry. It will be a kind of an embedded civilization for the future. People will dig out and it will be treasure. So I think it's a very good thing. I take it positively. Whatever flood is there, our future generations are going to dig it out, and then they will find
Yes,
they
we
will
can.
so many things, there many spontaneous things, many uncrafted things, but these are the treasures of the future and very valuable. So I appreciate it. Let's
So,
make it as much tasty as possible.
so how do you want people to remember you in future? Because you have so many multi-dimensional role. So how do you want people to remember you?
I don't want myself to be remembered, and this is a fact that nobody will remember me also, because there are so many people around in the world with so many great achievements. So I'm just trying to be a speck, and I won't be able to be a speck also, because already I started doing poetry also very, very, very late in life. So I was 32 years old when I wrote my first poem. So I don't think I will be remembered. And if somebody remembers me, I think it will be like a random explorer kind of thing, not very specific on anything, just hopping around everything.
Dr. Manisha? So so how do you want what message you want to give to the viewer as a woman poet?
Just keep writing, just keep expressing. That's all.
Ma'am,
That's everything.
before we end this program, we want you to recite some poems of yours, two, three, or four, any thing.
Can
Your
I
own favorite
see my
poem.
phone?
Yes,
Can I
good.
see my see my phone?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, it's a poem. The sleep over. I wrote it during the COVID-19 lockdown time actually. So the sleep over. We were walking and walking for hours together. We were walking and walking for hours together. No food to eat, no shelter to sleep. We were walking and walking for hours together. No food to eat, no shelter to sleep.
Very good poem on migraine crisis.
Over the heads. Hypoglycemia was ruling over the heads. Planks on the tracks, planks on the tracks invited them for a sleepover, and it was over. The sleepover. Thank you.
Ma'am, some more. This is a very good poem on migrant worker issue.
And there is another one on the pandemic. So should I recite that?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is at the dark horizon. I see cover-ups and coveralls merging into each other. At the dark horizon, I see cover-ups and coveralls merging into each other. The life and death hugging each other. Pandemic blues, pandemic blues, embracing the planet Earth, seem to be engulfing joy and grief simultaneously. Pandemic blues, embracing the planet Earth, seem to be engulfing joy and grief simultaneously. This too shall last, irrespective of who among us, who among us stays alive or dead. Pandemic blues. Thank you.
This too shall pass. We hope that COVID will pass soon. Ma'am, do you have some more poem to recite?
I think enough.
Okay. Then Manju is there and she will be presenting a PPT on about your life. Huh. some glimpses. These are some glimpses about works done by Sanju Paul, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm just presenting. Just tell me, is it visible to everybody or not?
Yes,
Or you
yes.
can just click on the pin and then it can be all
It
over
is.
the screen.
It is visible.
It's visible.
Is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to present this along with the introduction note, but I couldn't. We know sometimes technical supports are like really lacking. So here I'll just show you some of the glimpse, not everything. So these are some news about ma'am's achievements. You can see her in various newspapers appearing for different contributions and different achievements. Um, and you see here organizing some of the lectures and with some international poets here with the poets of Indonesia, I guess. And yeah, and in her own comfort zone at home, these are some books. I think I have not covered all of the books. I could only find these with the covers, so I couldn't take all, but these are some of them. Mentor thy mind, preserve thy peace, and strengthen thy soul. And as you can see from the very cover itself, you would feel how much they will be intensive and corresponding to the soul, corresponding to the heart and mind. You can see from their cover itself, and so the content is. And this one, this is the movie we were talking about. Actually, it has been released already, as ma'am said, and I have watched it already. And I'm pretty sure many of us would have watched it. And if you haven't, please go and watch it. This is as the name suggests, catharsis. You when you watch it, you really realize. I mean, when you are doing something from your full heart and from all mind and heart, you go through this catharsis. You feel the things, and you really are able to achieve the purgation in the life about many things. So I think everybody should watch this short movie. And these are some of the paintings done by ma'am. And in these paintings, you can see the women is in the center. And these are only some I have taken, which I found very beautiful. But it's not like there are many more on her page. You can follow that page, Sanju Paul Art, where you will find numerous paintings like that. And these are the paintings are around women issues and women presentations, but there are many more on nature and on animal life and environment. I think ma'am has done capturing all the fields of life. You can see these are focused on the nature and animals, and yeah, the beautiful nature in all its shapes and sizes. And this is one I have taken only two or three photographs from her file, which I couldn't resist. So you can see this is one of her photographs. And this one, she says that she likes God. She has given a name to this picture, aspirations. And I think ma'am can say 2 3 lines about this picture, because I have found ma'am likes this a lot. So, Sanju Paul, ma'am, can you please say at least 2 3 lines about this picture?
Yes, I have titled this picture as Aspirations. And
Uh-huh.
there are girls sitting and they
Yes,
have ribbons on the
yes,
back of their necks. Yeah,
right.
they're like, these ribbons are like flowers.
Uh-huh.
Flowers seem to me like the aspirations, the dreams of hope, dreams of future. So that's why I have named it Aspirations. They're school going
Yeah,
girls. So
yes,
education is a kind of hope for everybody,
yes,
especially for girls.
definitely. Especially for the girls, right, ma'am? That's kind of uh, a, 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 a tool for their beginning, and that can give them the empowerment. I really believe in that, ma'am. I think we all do. Thank you, ma'am. And I talked about this poem that there is an eminent English professor who has written a poem on ma'am. And here is the poem. You can see the picture of the poem. And I think his name is Steve Carlos, as written in the.
He's an author.
Ma'am, can you say some things about this one?
I'm not. this poem, actually, I had a presentation in a conference,
Right, ma'am.
and he saw that presentation. He was the
Mm-hmm.
dean of the dean of that school, that School of English.
Right, ma'am.
After that presentation, he this poem and he played it also, and it is still with him. And he says that it's
Uh-huh.
an
I think I can see a little bit in this. If you don't mind, can I read one or two lines from this?
yes, yes,
So, it has a title bearing for Sanju, and some of the lines are not very clear, but I think you can see a drop of water on a screen, uh, a teardrop I
I
would
in the
never
screen.
seen. Is that so, ma'am? Never
I
seen, right?
yeah, I had ever seen.
Aha, I had ever seen. She opened my eyes with the that one is not visible. I'm sorry. The page is like flipped. So I think I will ma'am, maybe someday if you have this poem, we can like read this out.
I think
And the
I'm not
second,
having this right over my table, so I have to find it out.
oh, then I'll try to increase it, ma'am, and I'll note it down and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I would love to do that. The second stanza says, "She opened my heart with all her open words. She made sense to me
To me
again."
again.
That's. I think that defines you all. And
Five,
I,
5 million words I could have ever said. I think something like that.
yeah, yeah, right, ma'am. I mean, that's beautiful, ma'am. And yeah, sorry, that was that's over. I already, I guess. Yeah, this was just a small glimpse of all the things ma'am is doing already. It's not everything. I just try to cover some of them.
So, thank you everyone for watching us, and this was our program for today. We'll be back with another poet or eminent personality with interview, and we have other programs also. Like we will be doing workshop, book release function, book reading session, and lecture also. So be with us, and we will always provide better from the team of Progressive Literary and Cultural Society. So this is all for today. Thank you everyone. We'll meet again very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.